IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Fairfield Medical Center, Dagger Law, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, the Savings Bank, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, the Edwards Insurance Agency, Buckeye Toyota, Huddle Tire and Auto, and North Body Shop.
From Amanda Clear Creek High School, IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings Game of the Week. Tonight, it's a matchup from the Mid-State League Buckeye Division as the Fairfield Union Lady Falcons take on the Amanda Clear Creek Lady Aces. Hi again, everybody. I'm Josh Messerly, along with our IVP Sports crew. Glad to be here with you tonight, and should be an interesting matchup between these two teams. Fairfield Union enters tonight's game 17-2 overall. They are 11-1 in the Mid-State League Buckeye. And Amanda Clear Creek 13-7 overall, 7-5 in the MSL. As Fairfield Union also enters tonight's game ranked number 9 in the AP poll in Division II. And Amanda Clear Creek kind of on the heels of Fairfield Union as this one's kind of gets down towards the end of the regular season. We see Amanda Clear Creek coming in tonight's 4th place in the Mid-State League and hoping to play a factor down the stretch. However, Fairfield Union can clinch with at least a share with a win in tonight's game. Our tip-off tonight is brought to you by by North Body Shop, and we'll thank them in a moment. As quickly off the opening tap, Fairfield Union gets it and misses an early look. As the Falcons will D it up man-to-man. Top of the key, that is Sarah Sharp trying to give it up. Throws it over the sidelines. Weaver pulls it back. Here's Davis, open look for 3. That is in and out. Rebound pulled down by Terry of Fairfield Union. Ahead to Ellie Lewis, and now Fairfield Union will set it back up. There's a deep look and off the back flange by Lewis. Long rebound goes out to Buckley. This is going to be a grinded out game. Both of these teams really good on the defensive end. Talked with both coaches by email this week, and they really emphasized their defense. Here's a look off the mark by Buckley. Falcons with Rao will pull it up at the foul line and will set up the offense. No score here at the 6:40 mark in the opening quarter. Here's Lewis being D'd up by Emily Buckley. Dish it off and a little contact, but no foul called. Rebound tipped out to Sharp, or rather that is Sowers. Sowers gets it back. Goes around a screen, an open look, off the mark. Rebound controlled by the Falcons. Quickly ahead on the break, Terry, and she is going to be fouled underneath. Remind you, tonight's tip-off was brought to you by North Body Shop, providing quality customer service, parts, and reliability since 1979. Owner Mark North will provide you with a free written warranty on each estimate. That's Mark North of North Body Shop. We'll treat you right. First team foul of the ball game against the Aces. There's a shot missed by Cooper Ryder. Claire Cooper Ryder coming in, one of the leading scorers for Fairfield Union. In fact, she averages 8.9. We are still scoreless in this one. Loose ball, and a foul is going to be called. There you see head coach Ryan Montgomery, year number 1 at Fairfield Union after taking over for Travis Schaefer, who moved over to the boys' side. Haley Sowers picks up her first for Amanda Clear Creek. So we are still scoreless. Rao dishing underneath, swinging around. Lewis, top of the key. Three's off the mark by Cooper Ryder. Both teams still trying to find the basket here early on. I mentioned Fairfield Union can clinch a share of the MSL Buckeye with a win tonight against the Aces. Buckley throwing underneath a dangerous pass, and it's going to be taken away as Lewis saved it to Rao. Back to Lewis. Falcons trying to find something. Lewis left hand too strong off the window. Both teams still trying to dent the scoreboard. Falcons still going man-to-man defense. Here's Emily Buckley dishing off to Sarah Sharp, one of the seniors tonight on senior night. Now here's Grace Davis, has it stripped underneath. What defense as Cooper Ryder comes away with it. Finds Terry on the break, and she will lay it in for the first basket. Comes at the 4:22 mark. Nicole Terry gets the first basket. And it's 2-0 Fairfield Union. Oh, the other way, Davis misses. It goes out of bounds. I was going to say it goes to Fairfield Union. And a substitution into the ball game for Fairfield Union. Brenna Reed will check in. Reed, a 5'9" senior, getting her first minutes of the night. Terry trying to drive baseline, dishing underneath, turned over. Ahead to Buckley, doesn't have the numbers. Now she's in trouble in the corner. Finds an open teammate, and Sowers can't knock down the open look. Good opportunities for Amanda Clear Creek here early on, just unable to cash in. 2-0, Falcons leading. There's Sharp playing good defense. Terry with the feet underneath, and she'll put it up and in. Right now, it's Nicole Terry 4 and Amanda Clear Creek 0. Ace is trying to get some offense. Here comes the double team. In trouble is Sowers, and she'll give it up. Buckley in the post. She has it stripped away by Rao. Ahead to Reed. Or rather, that is Neal. Open look, top of the key, off the back iron. Rebound tapped right to a Falcon. Reed misses, and then another effort, another try for Isabella Neal is good. As you look at the effort underneath, and there's the earlier basket by Nicole Terry. 6-0 as we're back to live action. Reed goes in, and she is fouled. And Brenna Reed will go to the line and shoot a pair. Haley Sowers picks up her second. Couple of players at the scorer's table. The check-in is Reed. This is the first free throw. As there you see Brenna Reed. Thompson and Sharp into the game for Fairfield Union. That one's off the front iron. Megan Toole and Pugh also in the game for Amanda Clear Creek, and a whistle and a foul underneath, and that will send Grace Davis to the line for the first time. As Coach Tim Leist in his second season at Amanda Clear Creek really talked about Grace Davis being very athletic and being able to get to the rim. There you see Coach Leist as being one of the most improved players on the team this season. And being able to rebound has been another place that she's excelled, and excels right there at the foul line. She knocks down a couple and gets Amanda Clear Creek on the board 6-2 as we near 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Thompson, the freshman sensation, dishes it off. And Sharp misses the long jumper. Dishing inside to Reed. Now finds Sharp, who's too strong. Gets her own rebound, but has it knocked away. Pugh comes away with it, and she is fouled. And that's going to be a foul in the backcourt on Fairfield Union. Madison Sharp will pick up her first, Addison Sharp will pick up her first. That is the second team foul on the Lady Falcons. Buckley trying to avoid the double team as a whistle and a foul is going to be called. Hannah Rao trying to get in there, who averages 6.2 steals per game, and in fact she is 10 away from setting a school record. That's the third team foul against the Falcons. And there, right on cue, is Hannah Rao coming up with the theft. Rao brings to the foul line, goes right to the basket, and will draw a foul. As no one stopped Hannah Rao as she coasted in. And she will go to the line. Hannah Rao, you see right there, 5'5" senior guard. Misses the first free throw. Enters tonight's game averaging 9.4 points per game. She'll have one more at the line. In what's been a low-scoring first quarter, Rao drills the second free throw. And it's a 5-point advantage and nearly a turnover in the backcourt. Buckley dishes it off, and Davis has it poked away. Nice help defense by Addison Sharp coming down there in the post. And the Aces will trigger it in underneath their own rack. Buckley trying to find somebody to get it into, but the active hands by Hannah Rao prevents that from happening. And Rachel Weaver will throw it in. Pugh finds Weaver. Now to Davis. And a long two's off the mark. Rebound loose on the floor, and we're going to get a tie-up. And the Arrow will keep it with the Lady Aces with $1:04 to go in the quarter. Kind of expected this to be a low-scoring defensive battle, and it's been that so far. Jumper is missed by Addie Pugh. Rebound taken away by the Falcons. Ahead to Reed. Reed has it stripped by Davis. Ball's loose. Aces will retain it. Buckley trying to find the handle on it and throws it away. No one could get a firm handle on the basketball there. And it leads to a turnover as you see Rachel Weaver head to the bench. She'll get a breather here at the later stages of the quarter. Getting coached up on the bench as well. As we near a half minute to play in the first quarter. 7-2 Falcons. Knifing in and putting it too strong off the backboard is Thompson. It's out of bounds and over to Amanda Clear Creek with 25 seconds. Full court pressure by the Falcons. Buckley tries to avoid the double team but has it picked by Reed. Reed gives it up to Thompson. Now gets it back. May have got away with a walk there. Inside to Rao. He just has it knocked away. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. A very defensive first quarter. As after one, it is Fairfield Union 7 and Amanda Clear Creek 2. As you get a good look there at the Amanda Clear Creek huddle, and Coach Tim Leist, who really talked about his season as being enjoyable. He said that, you know, his team, who a year ago went 3-19, is being able to bounce back and have a 13-7 record. Yeah, they're coming off a couple straight losses, but he said, you know, bouncing back from the way last year went has been one of the best experiences he has had as a coach. And he also sees how these girls grow and bond together. It reminds him of the joy and purpose of coaching. And certainly when you have a team that has fought through adversity like they did last year, with all the challenges certainly on and off the court last year for Amanda Clear Creek, to really get back in it and really turn things around this year has been really rewarding. And there you see the Falcon huddle, who they have been a success story themselves. 17 wins on the year. That equals the most for Fairfield Union since 2012, 2013. And see a couple youngsters there enjoying a nice Tuesday evening here at Amanda Clear Creek High School. And we are back to action here to start the second quarter. Falcons will have the basketball, up by 5. Cooper Ryder catching it away from the basket, and she is called for steps. As Cooper Ryder caught it way out on the wing and had to dribble a little bit of a ways to start the offense, and that may have caused some problems. And another double team as Sowers finds a teammate. Buckley, and one. Emily Buckley will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. As Sowers got in some trouble with the double team, but just able to find Emily Buckley to lay it in. And we'll see a couple subs coming in for Fairfield Union. Buckley will be at the line. And she knocks down the free throw. Makes it a 2-point game. Inside and a wide open look. That's too strong for Neal. In the corner, and it's out of bounds, and it will stay with Fairfield Union. Grace Davis checking back in for Amanda. Here's Rao going to work, looking for Cooper Ryder, but threw it away. Here's Sowers trying to find an open shooter. Buckley steps up to the foul line and misses the jumper. End to end, both teams playing tough defense and just not able to get shots to fall tonight. Terry going right to the basket. She's too strong off the iron. Rebound stays with the Falcons. Here's an open look for Rao. It's missed, and a foul away from the basketball. And that's going to go against the Falcons. Isabella Neal will pick up her first. That's the 15th foul. So free throws could be a factor as we get later in the half. Rao D'ing up Emily Buckley, who finally gets it across half court. Dangerous pass to Sowers, rifled in there by Sharp. And the deflection will keep it with the Aces. Inside Buckley, turn around, and misses that shot. And a carry violation is going to be called on Rao. It seems like both defenses really setting the tone so far. Neither team able to get in a good offensive flow. And still only a 2-point game. Aces a chance to take the lead or tie. That one dribbled off of Rao's foot, but Sowers gets it back. Swinging around, open look. It's an air ball and out of bounds. Well, both of these coaches, I asked them this week, what is the strength of your team? And if you haven't guessed by now by watching this first quarter, it has been the defense. They both said that the pressure that they like to apply really impacts other teams, and we've seen that so far. Cooper Ryder a look, and that one's off the mark. Buckley brings it into the front court, crossing over. Here's an open look, and it's good as Haley Sowers knocks down an open three and gives Amanda Clear Creek the first lead of the ball game, and a timeout is taken by Fairfield Union.
Full timeout called by the Falcons.
Both teams have had opportunities with some open looks, but unable to cash in on it. And we'll get another look. As you see Buckley dish it out, they cleared a lot of space out there for Haley Sowers. She has had a good a look as you could ask for there from the wing. And Haley knocks it down for her first triple of the night. As I mentioned, gives Amanda Clear Creek an 8-7 lead. As you see a look inside the Fairfield Union huddle, Coach Ryan Montgomery getting after his team a little bit. They came into this game a lopsided win at Logan Elm on Friday night, but haven't played since. Amanda Clear Creek, meanwhile, this is their third game in the last 5 days, dropping games on the road Friday night at Bloom Carroll, and last night a makeup game at Hayes Valley. So they're trying to break the losing streak, and if they can hit some more shots, may be able to do that. Cooper Ryder, an open look again from the corner. That's too strong. Rebound pulled down by the Aces, Rachel Weaver. Sowers gives it up, gets it back. A nice play defensively, and a foul's going to be called as Ellie Lewis nearly came away with it, and actually it's going to be an offensive foul. Push on Sowers. That's her third. As we'll get another look at that. It was a nice little give and go idea, but a great job by Lewis to come away with it. And they're going to call the bump there right on the baseline. That's where that foul call. That's a tough foul to give right there. Fouls are even at 5 apiece. Going is Terry. She's fouled, and count the basket. Nicole Terry having herself a nice first half. 6 points and a chance to make it 7 at the line. You look at the 5'10" junior guard forward. Plays a little combo. And she knocks down the free throw. In fact, Coach Ryan Montgomery said that Terry has worked hard on defense all summer and has drastically improved from last season. In fact, Ellie Lewis also at the same compliment you saw in the last couple of possessions, one on the defense, one on the offense. Seeing that pay off. Loose ball. Controlled by the Aces. Nice passing, and it results in a basket. Addie Pugh left wide open and cashes in, and we are all tied at 10 with 4 minutes to go in the half. Inside, that's thrown for Terry, but too far for her. Now contact in the backcourt, no whistle, and Terry comes up with the loose change. And now a reach-in foul is going to be called against the Aces. And that's going to go on Sarah Sharp, I believe. And Coach Tim Lice not happy with that call. Mention our officials tonight, Jose Travis, Thad Smith, and Tony Reeser. Those are your folks in stripes. And that'll send Nicole Terry to the line. She'll be shooting a pair. 63.5% from the line this year. Actually, it's a 1-and-1. First free throw is no good. Ahead it goes to Buckley. Underneath, throws it away. Cooper Ryder coming up with it. Terry going around the screen. They swing it around. Lewis open look, and she buries the triple. Ellie Lewis knocks down her first three ball of the night, and it puts the Falcons out in front 13-10. And Buckley is fouled going to the basket. As we get another look at that three, here's a nice view from Tom Russo's baseline position. Anna Rao, meanwhile, on the other end, picks up her first foul. And Emily Buckley will be at the line, knocked down one free throw earlier. And the first one is pure on this attempt. Trying to cut it to a 1-point deficit. Inside of 3 to play in the half. And she knocks both of them down.
Re-entering the game for the Aces, Grace Davis.
Grace Davis coming back in for Amanda Clear Creek. As you see, Buckley getting a breather and a little drink of water. Active hands now by the Aces on this defense possession. Results in an errant shot, but Cooper Ryder there puts it up and in. Nice work by Claire Cooper Ryder. As she gets the rebound and the putback. Sowers going to the basket, and or rather that's Megan Toole. Megan Toole, her first basket of the ball game for the 5'6" junior. Back to a 1-point game. And that's off the mark by Lewis. Davis finds Weaver. Now back to Toole. Davis gets it in the post, being bodied up and misses. Ahead to Lewis. See if the Falcons will spread it out and maybe run some clock on this possession. Here's Rao, a deep three. That's way off. Here's Pugh into the front court. Pugh, here comes the double team. And a tie up, and the arrow will keep it with Amanda Clear Creek. I think Amanda Clear Creek's going to have to figure out a way to beat the double team, because if they stop near the sideline, they're just inviting that trap. And it's been mighty effective for the Falcons tonight, resulting in several turnovers or near turnovers. Buckley inside, they get it. What a pass to Megan Toole, who cashes it in. 4 for Toole, and the Aces are back on top. And they forgot about a wide open Addison Sharp, who lays it in. Back and forth we go, less than a minute to go in the half. Davis in trouble, finds a teammate. And Buckley is fouled, or they're going to say knocked out of bounds. Look at this pass. What a pass from Rachel Weaver, and a good job by Megan Toole to finish it off. We've seen a lot of good passing from the Aces earlier in the first quarter, but they were just unable to cash it in. But Toole does there. Down to 38 seconds. Ball's loose. Here's Davis in the post. Puts it off the window. Not strong enough. Less than 30 seconds to go, and the Falcons look like they may hold for the last shot. Skip past to Rao. Inside on the baseline. Now they'll find Cooper Ryder in the wing. She knocks down the three. First three ball for Claire Cooperrider tonight. Down to 5 seconds. Buckley scoop shot up and no good. And that will take us to halftime. Definitely an interesting first half here from Amanda Clear Creek, because there you see Claire Cooperrider, a pretty shot from the left wing on the last possession for Fairfield Union. And we hit the half with the score, Fairfield Union 20 and Amanda Clear Creek 16. We'll take a timeout and be back with the halftime report in a moment. You're watching the IVP Sports Buffalo Wild Wings Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Burbridge Cook, Executive Director at Connection West. We are a community center focused on helping families with their immediate needs while walking alongside them with programming to help equip them for generational change. This month, we are very grateful to be chosen as a recipient of Buckeye Toyota's Buckeye Cares program. That means Buckeye Toyota will make a very generous donation for every vehicle sold this month. Thank you, Buckeye Toyota, for helping our community.
Thank you for calling Buckeye Toyota. How may I help you?
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Fairfield Medical Center took care of me like I was family.
I was made to feel like I was the only person that they were going to see that day, even though I knew that wasn't the case.
Everyone at Fairfield Medical Center was very attentive. They just put my mind at ease.
I was there for 12 days, and I felt comfortable there.
We were people to them, not a number. They took the time to get to know us, our personalities.
Well, they saved my life. You know, how do you beat that?
I don't know how I could have gotten through it without them.
Experience Fairfield Medical Center.
Come experience the Huddle Tire difference. Locally owned and operated since 1910, we're your independent tire and auto repair shop. We carry all major brands of tires, including Goodyear, Cooper, BF Goodrich, and many more. But we're more than just tires. From safety inspections to alignments, brakes, shocks, and struts, even preventive maintenance, we can handle it all. Enjoy the ride at Huddle Tire Company, 300 South Columbus Street, or we can be reached at our website at huddletire.com.
Welcome back to Amanda Clear Creek High School, 20-16. Fairfield Union leads the Lady Aces of Amanda Clear Creek. Josh Mesterly and our IVP Sports crew, and glad that you've joined us as well. And a lot of defense in that first half, as we expected. Both coaches really proud of the way their defensive units have played this year, and certainly that's been the case tonight. Did have some high scores, though, for Fairfield Union. Nicole Terry with 7 points. Also 5 from Claire Cooperrider, including a big 3 at the end of the first half. For Amanda Clear Creek, they were led by Emily Buckley with 5 and also 4 from Megan Toole. So we'll see if the offenses start to emerge a little bit in the second half. I want to remind you, tonight's halftime is brought to you by Fairfield Federal. Fairfield Federal specializes in home mortgage loans. They've been serving the Lancaster community since 1895. Stop in and see us today at any of our 3 locations in Lancaster on Main Street, in downtown Lancaster, or West Fair Avenue, or in Pickerington on Cross Creeks Boulevard. We are banking that revolves around you. Fairfield Federal. 20-16. Fairfield Union leads Amanda Clear Creek at the half. We'll take another break and be back with second half action in a moment. You're watching the IVP Sports Buffalo Wild Wings Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Carol Whittington, and I would like to invite you to stop by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, located at 1540 Hubbard Drive in Lancaster. We are a small family-owned business and have been servicing the Central Ohio and Hocking Hills area since 2003. Graduations with a personal touch, weddings with a personal touch, corporate events with a personal touch. Please call us today for all your party rental needs. 740-689-6991.
Life is unpredictable. That's why estate planning is important. Estate planning provides you comfort and peace of mind knowing that you're taking care of your loved ones and ensuring your legacy lives on just as you envisioned. You lived a life that is beautifully and uniquely yours. You deserve an estate planning attorney who understands that and creates a plan as unique as you and in the best interest of your loved ones. You deserve the local, trusted, experienced attorneys at Dagger Law.
Swing into the Carriage Company and check out our sweet deals.
If you're looking for the best selection of clean, quality used vehicles, look no further than the Carriage Company. You'll feel secure with your purchase, knowing all vehicles undergo an extensive safety and service check prior to the sale. And all vehicles can be viewed online at carriagecompany.com. The Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster.
So wait!
Welcome to the high school football game of the week. I'm Jaron Stewart alongside Tim Shoemaker. Tonight, we've got a great one for you. The Blue Carroll Bulldogs.
It was a great week of practice. Even in the rain and the weather, what a great week of practice.
Schneider, lots of running room to midfield. He's gone. Ryan Schneider down the near sideline for a touchdown for the Aces.
We have a hold on the offense, number 20. That penalty will be declined. They'll bring up fourth down.
We're going to give you this game ball here because you're a Tiberios fan of the game. And thanks for being here, Jacob.
Thank you.
The Polar Bears are your OAC tournament champions. First time since 2009. What an exciting finish for the Ohio Northern Polar Bears.
And be very proud of this trophy because you've earned it.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Fairfield Medical Center, Dagger Law, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, the Savings Bank, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, the Edwards Insurance Agency, Buckeye Toyota, Huddle Tire and Auto, and North Body Shop.
Welcome back to Amanda Clear Creek High School, where the Lady Aces trail the Lady Falcons of Fairfield Union 20-16 as we get ready to start the second half. And I surprised the Fairfield Union teams. We look out the courts just now, getting ready to come out, both teams. And do we have a winner up here? We may have had a winner in our crew amongst the 50-50 contingent. As looks like our fearless leader, Bob Capetti, may have been the lucky 50-50 winner. So congratulations to Bob, the lucky 50-50 winner tonight. As he was looking intently when they were reading off the ticket a moment ago, and I was kind of, there you go, there you see Bob walking down the claim his many millions, or no, whatever, probably $10, but who knows. He'll be buying the pizza tonight, that's for sure, for our crew. And while we're talking about ourselves and our crew, let's acknowledge our IVP Sports crew tonight. Bob Capetti is our director producer. Also on replays and graphics, Shane Messina. And there you see our crew. That is Jason Roush to my right. He's running our top camera. Donnie Ziegfeld. Donnie Z there in the sock hat and the green shirt there on the end running our scoreboard. Bob's collecting his winnings. There's Shane there. And down on the floor, there you see Tom Russo. He's our floor camera operator tonight. So there's our entire crew. Thanks for everybody for coming out tonight for this one. There you see Bob coming back with his winnings. So a good night for the IVP crew, that's for sure. And we'll see what adjustments Fairfield Union and Amanda Clear Creek make here as the Amanda Clear Creek pep band playing some nice sound during halftime as well. Folks giving them a round of applause. And we are underway here in the second half from Amanda Clear Creek. Falcons with the basketball. As Rao dishes it off. Here's Reed. Back to Rao. Swinging it over. Holt looking for a shot. Knocked away. Buckley comes up with it. Not been much room for the Aces offense to operate tonight, that's for sure. Here's Buckley with an open look for three, and she knocks it down. 8 for Emily Buckley tonight. And it puts the Aces back out in front by 1. Here's Rao. Finds Reed in the corner. Missing on the 3. Here's Sowers. We'll push off there. The double team comes in. Rao comes away with the steal. Goes in, scoops it up off the glass, too strong. Reed the rebound. Gets it back off a deflection. There's Cooper Ryder. Cooper Ryder has it stripped underneath. Officials definitely letting both teams play tonight. Buckley has it stolen again as Rao comes away with it. Contact and a foul called as Thompson coasts in. And she draws the foul. And Christian Thompson will go to the line for a couple. Hey, the way Hannah Rao's playing tonight, she only needs 10 to set the school record, but she may get enough or more steals to come up with that. There's a look at the fast break, and you see the little block is unable to get back. And it's up and good for Thompson. Knocks down a couple free throws, and a foul's called. Push-off's going to be on the Aces, or rather on the Falcons. It's going to be the second on Rao. First on the half. There's Buckley. Sowers. And that's too strong by Buckley. Ahead it goes to Holt. Or rather Reed, that was, who gets it back. An open look off the front iron. That's tapped over to Holt. Here's Holt in the corner. Looking for a shot. That's no good. Getting it and putting it back up, and too strong was Thompson. How that didn't go in, I have no idea. There's Sowers. And Cooper Ryder comes in and takes it away. Holt over to Reed. Thompson back to Reed. Cannot get it to fall. Falcons getting some good opportunities from behind the arc. And now a timeout's taken by Coach Tim Leist as he wants to settle down his offense, who's struggled a little bit to start the second half. We'll remind you that tonight's timeouts are brought to you by the Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster. You can check out their website at carriagecompany.com. Grown very quiet here all of a sudden at Amanda Clear Creek High School. It's like a golf tournament has broken out. We'll talk about what's going on the 18th green here momentarily. Right now we've got a lot of defense being played between these two teams. Nice sized crowd, as you can see here on hand at Amanda Clear Creek. Both teams playing good defense tonight. Coach Montgomery said, his defense likes to pressure and wear teams down with their depth, athleticism, and high basketball IQ, and has been spot on to what we have seen tonight. And Coach Lice talked about his team, that they struggle at times to score, but they rely a lot on defense to stay in games. And again, that has been spot on as well. As it's really kind of gone as you would expect to this point. Of course, both teams probably hoping to make a few more shots. That one's poked away. Some good defense there by Nicole Terry, almost coming up with a turnover. Aces will trigger it in from the sideline. Sowers bouncing over for Davis. Over to Sowers, misses. Buckley runs it down, but coming away with it is Rao, who's all over the place tonight. Terry off the window, can't get it to fall. A whistle, held ball, and the arrow goes to Amanda. There's Davis underneath. Contact, no whistle, and it goes out of bounds, and it will stay with AC. And you got to bring it strong tonight underneath the basket. The officials have given both teams a little bit of latitude to be physical underneath. And a reach-in foul is going to be called there on Christian Thompson. The freshman picks up her first. Actually, that is her second, Second team foul on the Falcons. That one's off the hands of Sowers. Rao throwing it too far out in front, and Terry cannot bring it in. And it'll go over to Amanda Clear Creek. 2-point game. This game going to be a low scoring as we expected, and plenty of defense as Rao dishes it off to Thompson for the two after the steal. Well, I wish I had the official stat on how many steals Hannah Rouse had tonight, but she only needed 10 to break the school record, and she's got to be getting close to it in this game. Thompson picks up her third, and looks like she may be heading to the bench. Coach Montgomery has a sub at the scores table. First free throw is no good. For Grace Davis, you get a look at the 5'9" sophomore who had a really good freshman campaign at the varsity level last year. She'll have another one at the line. And she gets the soft roll. 3 all at the line for Grace Davis tonight, who averages 6 rebounds, one of the leading rebounders for the Aces. Feed inside to Cooper Ryder. Does not go. That's taken away. Lewis misses inside, and a foul in the backcourt as Sarah Sharp got shoved in the backcourt. You're going to see a lot of pressure in the backcourt, full court, in fact. I think they're going to get Cooper Ryder on that foul. Could have gone on Rao as well, which would have been her third. Buckley bringing it up the court. Here comes the double team. She dishes it off and almost turned over. Sharp saves it from going out of bounds. Davis going to the rack. Can't get it to fall, but she'll go to the line for two. Been that kind of night offensively for Amanda Clear Creek. They get some opportunities, but just not able to pay it off. First free throw is good for Grace Davis. 4 at the line tonight for Davis. Second free throw is good, but we've got a lane violation, so wave it off. And so it'll be a 2-point game. Toole will come back in for Amanda Clear Creek. 23-21 Falcons. Dangerous pass by Thompson. Swinging around, Rao. Over to Lewis. Rims out on the three. And a tie up again underneath. It's been a gritty slugfest game and expect nothing less than that. Coach Montgomery slapping some high fives as Christian Thompson heads to get a rest. That one nearly turned over. Triple team coming. Buckley shovels it ahead. Here's Toole being harassed. What a move, and unable to get the first opportunity, but Sharp stays with it and puts it in. Sarah Sharp, her first basket on senior night. Ties it up with 2:20 to go. Three in the corners off the mark. Reed comes away with it. Cooper Ryder is fouled underneath as Davis draws the foul. There's another look at Sarah Sharp. Missing that first one with the left hand, but she stays with it. 3-on-1 there in the paint, and Sarah Sharp, effort pays off. As Cooper Ryder at the line. First free throw. Short. These two teams met back in December, just before Christmas. It was a 53-21 win for Fairfield Union, and Cooper Ryder had 11 points. Lewis had 9 for Falcons. Buckley had 7. Tonight more of a defensive battle. That one missed again by Cooper Ryder. Buckley swoops in for the rebound. Buckley going to the basket. Buckley finishes it off. Double figures for Emily Buckley, and the Aces are in front. Quickly ahead. Contact underneath. No foul called, but a foul called on Buckley as Cooper Ryder collides with Emily Buckley. And Claire Cooper Ryder is going to go to the line. Look at this. Nice crossover, and Emily Buckley was not going to be denied there. Claire Cooper Ryder drains the first one. 6 for the 5'11 senior forward. Trying to make it 7 at the line here and tie it up. And she does just that. And we're going to get a sub in for the Falcons. Isabella Neal will check back in and give Claire Cooper Ryder a break. 25 all. Sowers in trouble, looking for some help. Finds Weaver. Weaver in the paint. Misses it off the front of the iron. In trouble, and a timeout's going to be called by Ryan Montgomery of Fairfield Union. And it comes with 1:29 to go. A tie ball game here in the third quarter. A lot on the line for Fairfield Union tonight. A win would give them an opportunity to clinch at least a share of the Mid-State League. They will play Bloom Carroll on Saturday, and there you see how how tense this can be for some of the parents in the crowd. But again, Fairfield Union goes home and plays Bloom Carroll on Saturday to close out MSL play. Then they'll have a game on Monday at Logan before they will start the sectional tournament against the winner of Athens or Logan Elm. That's in the Southeast 2 district. And the Falcons will play their first game on Valentine's Day as the number 2 seed. Meanwhile, Amanda Clear Creek will have a game on the road Saturday at Logan Elm before they start tournament play on the 19th in the Columbus 2 district, where they will be the 6th seed and will play the number 8 seed Fredericktown. Falcons trying to break the tie out of that timeout. Reed in trouble, finds Rao. And that one's poked out of bounds. Nice act of hands by Addie Pugh on the sidelines. A couple of fresh legs in for Amanda Clear Creek as Sharp and Davis coming back in. Good ball movement on this possession for the Falcons. An open look, knocked down by Ellie Lewis. Her second 3 of the night. Gives the Falcons a 3-point edge. Sharp, too strong. As we near a half minute to play in the quarter. Rao, open, will take a little shot and knocks it down. And just as she knocked it down, Coach Montgomery had that look of disgust of why are you taking that? But when you can make it, why not? And there's another look at the previous 3 on the last possession by Ellie Lewis. Ball deflected. Aces will keep it. And that one's knocked out of bounds. Pugh could not hold on to it. And the Falcons will have an opportunity to hold for the last shot if they choose. Cooper Ryder coming back in for the Falcons. And they will also bring back in Addison Sharp. Six-point game, one of the biggest margins we've seen tonight. It's been close. Rao goes right to the basket but leaves it short. Down to 4 seconds. Weaver and Davis will not get it off in time. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter with the score. Fairfield Union 31, Amanda Clear Creek 25. I'll remind you tonight's game is brought to you by Fairfield DD. Fairfield DD supporting more than 1,200 people with developmental disabilities and their families in Fairfield County, bringing about a vibrant community where people can lead fulfilling lives and make meaningful contributions. So thanks to Fairfield DD. Coming up, we will have the players of the game for both teams. It's going to be a tough decision for both of these teams, as there's been several players on both sides who have made some pretty big contributions. As you see inside the Fairfield Union huddle, Coach Dwayne Hurst there in the center of your screen, longtime coach in Fairfield County basketball. More recently, had success at Byrne Union. Good to see Coach Hurst back on the sidelines, the varsity assistant for Fairfield Union. Got a chance to talk to him before the game as well tonight. And the Aces will start the basketball here in the fourth quarter, trailing 31-25. And traveling's going to be called against the Aces. Just a few mistakes too many tonight for the Aces, and despite that, they've really played well enough on the defensive end to stay in this game. Ralph bounced underneath, but they let it go as Lewis having a little two-man game with Rao, and Hannah Rao starting to feel it now. Knocks down another 3, 7 in the game for her. 9-0 run by Fairfield Union. And now a whistle, a tie-up, and the arrow's going to belong to the Falcons. Watch this 3. Hannah Rao's not shy. As you see, that's darn near NBA range as she knocks that one down. It's at least college range for sure. It was just kind of funny earlier, though, the last 3 she hit before that. Coach Montgomery was maybe not happy with the shot selection, but the fact it paid off, he can live with. Nice dish there. 11-0 run for the Falcons as Ellie Lewis lays it in. 8 for her. And a timeout taken by Amanda Clear Creek, and starting to slide away a little bit from the Aces. Largest margin of the ball game. Our timeouts tonight are brought to you by the Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster. You can check out their website at carriagecompany.com. Mind you, our upcoming schedule here on IVP Sports, we'll have a boys game coming your way on Friday night, a rivalry in the Mid-State League Cardinal Division, as the Berne Union Rockets will travel to Lancaster and take on the Fisher Catholic Irish. That's coming your way Friday night. I will say that is weather permitting, because with the weather expected on Thursday, that could impact whether that game happens as scheduled or not. And we understand some folks are already seeing some flight delays and cancellations because of the impending weather. So we'll see how things go. But if you get stuck at home and we're able to get that game, you'll be able to watch that as well. And we'll have one coming up on Monday night as well, another girls game from Baltimore as Liberty Union hosts Bloom Carroll. So you have those 2 games to look forward to coming up in the next several days. Aces coming out of the timeout really need a basket to break an 11-0 string for the Falcons. Buckley picks up her dribble. Sharp gets it back to Buckley, and she's called for traveling. Could see exactly what she was thinking as she saw Rachel Weaver flash open in the post for just a second. And she saw that. Buckley wasn't mindful of her steps and ends up turning it over with a little over 6.5 to play. Falcons starting to catch fire on the offensive end. Been a bit of a struggle tonight. Another open look. That's off the mark. Aces trying to break the drought, and boy, another one tipped, and they're going to say no backcourt violation because of the tip. Davis inside to Weaver, and Rao. Well, I tell you, Hannah Rao is all over the court tonight, especially on the defensive end. Several steals tonight. A few tie-ups as well. Really gets in there and makes life tough on opposing teams.
In for the Aces, adding 2. In for the Falcons, Brooke Holt.
Pugh will check back in for Amanda. Holt back in for the Falcons. Second effort is good for Grace Davis. 6 in the game for her. And a much-needed basket for the Aces. Here's Lewis. Now to Terry. Oh, one nice pass by Rao. And that one's off the side of the backboard. Aces need to go on a little bit of a run here if they want to get back in this one. Going strong to the hole was Davis, but has it rejected from behind. Taken away by Rao. That one's poked away by Terry. And a nice defensive play by Grace Davis to fling it out of bounds. Terry dishes it off Cooper Ryder. Back inside to Terry in the post. Turns around off the mark. Trying to get her own rebound. Davis fights for it, and a tie-up will go to Amanda Clear Creek with 4:27 to go. You get a good look at Grace Davis, a sophomore. I think she's going to be a pretty good player by the time she becomes a senior. Already a solid player right now. Very young Amanda Clear Creek team, only 2 seniors, Sarah Sharp and Abby Carver. So you look for better things ahead, and I think it's what Coach Leist is thinking about after coming off a 3-19 season a year ago. Going to be much improved from that mark. Already 13-7 entering tonight's game. And hanging right with a top 10 ranked team. And there's a nice feed as Emily Buckley finishes it off. She's got a dozen in the game. And it's a 7-point margin. Cooper Ryder finds Reed in the corner, inside to Terry. Double team comes. Back inside the refeed, Terry. Puts it strong off the glass. And a nice steal by Rao, who misses the first opportunity but will play it in. As we get another look at the previous possession, as we have a whistle and a little bit of housekeeping by the officials. There's the nice finish by Buckley underneath, but what a night Hannah Rouse had for Fairfield Union. I think it was a delay of game warning against one of the teams that we had the whistle and the stoppage. And a kick ball as Hannah Rouse was about ready to come up with another steal if not for the kick ball. Weaver finds Davis on the inbound. Davis going to go to work herself. Maybe had it poked away as she went up for that. As we near 3 minutes to play in this one. Ball poked away, loose, taken away by the Aces. Ahead to Sowers, who loses the handle, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called. And that's going to go on Haley Sowers, her 4th foul, and the 4th team foul. As Claire Cooper Ryder looks to trigger it in. Full court pressure now by Amanda Clear Creek inside of 3 minutes to go. Here in a moment, we'll start to name some of our players of the game tonight, and that'll be a hand check out on top on Rachel Weaver. Cooper Ryder has it poked away in the corner, and he'll go out of bounds, and it will stay with the Falcons. Here's Reed going strong, or rather that was Thompson. Crossover, Buckley. Swing around Weaver. Here's Davis going strong. Too strong, in fact. Gets her own rebound, and she lays it in. Grace Davis with 8 now, and she'll go to the line trying to make it 9 and cut it to a 6-point game. There you see the effort by Davis. Misses the first opportunity, but stays with it. And she connects and finishes off the three-point play. 9 points in the game. Timeout taken with 2:31 to go. Gives us an opportunity to talk about our players of the game. And we'll start first with tonight's Fairfield Union Player of the Game, which is brought to you by the Edwards Insurance Agency. The Edwards Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency with over 60 years of experience. See the difference personal care makes. Contact the Edwards Insurance Agency for all of your insurance needs at 740-653-4004. And without a doubt tonight, I think it's Hannah Rao for Fairfield Union. Number 20 she really has made a difference. There you see her in the middle of your screen, especially on the defensive end. When the Falcons were struggling offensively, she gave them several opportunities coming up with steals and, of course, started to catch fire in the offensive end. A couple of big threes to give the Falcons an 11-0 spurt and really create some separation. 9 points on the night for Hannah Rao. So congrats as our Edwards Insurance Player of the Game. And we'll name Amanda Player of the Game here in a moment. Thompson going strong to the hole. And there for the finish, but unable to finish it was Neal. Taken away by Cooper Ryder. Here's Thompson. She'll coast in and kiss it off the glass. 6 for the freshman. Has another steal for Rao. Stops and will lay it in with the left hand. Make it 11 for Hannah Rao, and it's a 10-point margin. Ahead to Davis, open look for three. Cannot get it to fall, gets her own rebound, and a foul is called. Going to go on Isabella Neal. And that will give us an opportunity to talk about our Amanda Clear Creek Player of the Game, brought to you tonight by the Savings Bank, where community always comes first. The Savings Bank, proud of our heritage, founded by local people, committed to serving individuals and businesses in southeastern Ohio. Learn more at thesavingsbank.com. As Davis knocks down the free throw for her 10th point. And really, two players come to mind, Grace Davis being one of them, but I think the player of the game, Emily Buckley, tonight for Amanda Clear Creek, number 5, really did a great job on both ends of the court. And she has a dozen points on the night, including 7 here in the second half as Davis finishes off, knocks down both free throws. But I really think the play of the junior Emily Buckley made the difference tonight, as there you see Emily Buckley playing some defense. Rao, scoop shot up, too strong, rebound pulled down by Sowers. So congrats to Emily Buckley, our Savings Bank Player of the Game. Skip pass, Davis, open look for three, rims out. Tipped up, volleyball, and Cooper Ryder goes down hard on the other end. It's 5-on-3, and finishing it off is Addison Sharp for Fairfield Union. Cooper Ryder still in a lot of pain as she's hobbling back on defense. Davis puts it up and in over top of her. And timeout's taken with 57 seconds to go. Davis with 13 points in the game. As there you see, 3 players on offense, and yet the Falcons still find a way to get some points as Sharp knocks down the jumper. And it's a 44-36 lead for the Falcons with 57 seconds to go. A chance for the Falcons, again, if they win this one, they would win at least a share of the Mid-State League, no matter what happens. And if they can win on Saturday against Bloom Carroll, who comes into tonight's play with a 9-2 record in second place, they would still have a championship of the league. Of course, Fairfield Union 17 wins on the year, trying to go 18. Last time they had 17 wins, that was back in 2012-13 when they were Mid-State League champions, and they actually got all the way to the regional final before losing. Full court pressure by Amanda Clear Creek. Trying to make it interesting here in the later stages, and Davis comes away with it. Could be really interesting. Weaver finds Buckley. Davis calling for it. Thought about a three, sidesteps the defender, goes in and finishes. 15 for Grace Davis. Perhaps we're a little premature in naming our player of the game. Timeout taken by Fairfield Union with 38 seconds to go. 6-point game. Great effort by Davis as she stayed with it. Shook a defender, pulled up and knocked down the open look. And now 44-38. The lead for Fairfield Union with 38 seconds to go. Once again, we've kind of gone to golf mode here at the Clear Creek High School. You can hear a pin drop. Yes, here's some golf claps as well. See what the Falcons try and come up with here. As you know, you're going to see a lot of full court pressure by the Aces, trying to come up with a steal and a quick basket to make this one even more interesting. Rao gets it, still in the backcourt, and they're trying to foul, and a foul is committed. Rachel Weaver will pick up the foul. That's number 3 on Weaver. 16 fouls, so one more will put the Falcons in the bonus. And Thompson gets it on the inbound. They're trying to foul her, but can't get it. Rao dishes it off to Cooper Ryder. And you'd think that that might be who they want to go to. And yes, a foul is going to be committed by Sharp on Cooper Ryder. Although a pretty strong free throw shooter, 62.5 at the line.
At the line for the Falcons, they're Cooper Ryder.
Cooper Ryder will shoot 2 as Reed comes in. So 1-1 here for Cooper Ryder. First one's no good, but a good rebound by Thompson. A huge rebound. An open look, but she passes it up. Dishes over to Reed in the corner as they're going to work the clock down to 10 seconds. And a whistle and a foul called. Good job there by Fairfield Union. They passed up a couple of what would have been good looks to run some more time off. And now Ellie Lewis will go to the line and try and put this one officially away. First free throw, no good. Tapped up. Davis comes down with it. Down to 8 seconds. Into the front court. Buckley fouled with 3 seconds to go. Not the last thing you want to do if you're Fairfield Union is foul and stop the clock.
Foul on Christian Thompson, her 4th.
Thompson picks up her 4th.
At the line, shooting 3 for the Aces, Emily Buckley.
And a couple at the line there for Buckley. First one's good. I mean, if she hits a couple of these, it's a 2-point game. Or, excuse me, 3-point game, I should say. She knocks it down, 14. More importantly, I should say it's a one-possession game if she knocks down all these. And a timeout's going to be taken by Ryan Montgomery of Fairfield Union, trying to set up something here, and it'll be a full timeout. So Buckley will have one more at the line. She can cut it to a 3-point game here. 3 seconds to go, an opportunity, maybe a quick steal and a potential 3. I mean, anything is possible. You don't have a lot of time, but certainly an opportunity. Or perhaps you foul before the pass is inbounded or immediately on the inbound. You still may have a couple of seconds. Fairfield Union's been unable to close it out at the line, missing some front ends of 1-on-1s, and that's certainly left the door open for Amanda Clear Creek to entertain thoughts of getting back in this one. But it really all hinges on Emily Buckley knocking down this free throw to cut it to a one-possession game. So she'll have one more at the line after being fouled on a three-point attempt. Free throw is no good. Davis back to Buckley for three. Rims out, and that's the ball game. How about that? An opportunity. They're late to maybe get another three up, and perhaps if there was a foul there, you could have had potential for a 4-point play. But as it is, Fairfield Union holds on for a 44-40 victory. And the Falcons clinch at least a share of the Mid-State League Buckeye Championship. And depending on how things work out the rest of the week and this weekend with another game at home against Bloom Carroll, the Falcons could be outright Mid-State League Buckeye champions. So what a wild finish this was, a very good defensive game, and give both teams credit. They were tough on the defensive side, really making it tough for both teams to score, and certainly a entertaining one that we were glad to bring you here from Amanda Clear Creek High School. I want to remind you once again that we will have a game for you on Friday night between Berne Union and Fisher Catholic. That will be Friday night from Fisher Catholic, so that'll be a 7:30 tip-off, that boys game, a rivalry game. That's always an entertaining one as well. And then Monday night we'll have for you another girls matchup as Bloom Carroll travels to Baltimore to take on the Lady Lions of Liberty Union. But I'll wrap things up here from Amanda Clear Creek. Once again, Fairfield Union defeats Amanda Clear Creek 44-40. For our entire IVP Sports crew, I'm Josh Messerly. Thanks for watching the Buffalo Wild Wings Game of the Week, and good night, everybody.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Fairfield Medical Center, Dagger Law, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, the Carriage Company, the Savings Bank, Fairfield DD, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, the Edwards Insurance Agency, Buckeye Toyota, Huddle Tire and Auto, and North Body Shop.